Ooh, it's Shrimp Creole Day. So about 2 medium onions, a couple stalks of celery, and I'm going to use bell peppers that I canned back in 2014. Pull a couple of these out of there, chop them up in my Vidalia onion chopper, and it's going to be good. Very easy to make, dead simple. Could not be easier. And I'll put a little garlic in here, but not a lot. Alrighty then, Shrimp Creole could not be an easier thing to make. I've got the onion, celery, and bell pepper. The bell pepper that I had previously canned or pickled is in there, and that is the holy trinity of Cajun cooking. You gotta have that yet. 1 tomato paste, small can. My own tomato sauce. This is from 2014. It's a pint. And then some kind of seasoning blend that you like. You can use Zatarain's, Tony Chachere's, but just know when you, instead of making your own with the own seasonings that you like I do, when you go to use one of those cans, shake it, because different spices sink to the bottom. Every time you want to use it, shake it up. So all I'm doing right now is getting some olive oil hot, where I'm going to saute off my onion, celery, and bell pepper. And I'm going to be peeling 2 pounds of shrimp in the meantime. It's exciting, I know. Fresh local shrimp. Heck to the yeah. Alrighty then, my little drunk tripod is cooperating at the moment, which is a little scary. So let's get our vegetables in there and get those sauteing away. And listen, I chopped all these up. I'm going to get them all out. You got to pay for some things you don't grow. I grew the bell peppers. Alright. I've got this on a medium heat. I don't want to burn it because I got some garlic in there. But after I saute these off and I add my tomato sauce, my tomato paste, and some of my seasoning, this is going to simmer for an hour. Rack it, pardon. Rocking on, peeling shrimp now. Alright, my vegetables are where I want them, and I've also opened a jar of my tomato juice from November of 2015 in case I need to add a little bit of water. Instead of that, I'm going to add some of my tomato juice. So let's put in our tomato paste. Come on out with your funky self. And get it all. You paid for all of it. You bought it by weight. I cannot can or make tomato paste. Just can't manage it. But I can do it with tomato powder, which I have. But I can't make my own. I'm just a burning mess. But oh well. Know your limitations. Work on what you're good at. Oh yeah. This is going to simmer for an hour. And I'm going to add some of my spices. Add your spices slow, especially if you're using a mix like Zatarain's or Tony Chachere, because you can't take it back after you put in there. You can keep adding it in slowly, but it's going to become stronger as it simmers for this hour. So I'm not adding my juice now. This is going to get quite thick. And I'll add it in a little while as this cooks down. So I just set a timer for an hour. So I remember that's how long I want to do it. And let's get some of these in here. And this smells good yet. So I'm just starting with a little bit. I can always add, but I cannot take it away. I could certainly try to lessen it by adding more tomato sauce. But I'm going to have a heck of a liquidy, non-condensed Creole taste. And it's just going to get waterier and waterier. And remember, once you add your shrimp, they have a lot of water, for lack of a better word. They bring in a lot of liquid. So I'm going to let this go for an hour. And these are beautiful shrimp. So I'm going to use my kitchen shears and cut them in half. Because we serve this on rice, I don't want to have to be using my fork to chop some of these monsters in half. I just snip them in half. So I'll put these in the refrigerator while this simmers for an hour. It ain't hard. Creole. Shrimp Creole. I choose to chop for Creole. I take kitchen scissors and I chop these in half because we're going to serve this over rice, and it's very hard to use your fork to try and do one in half. I can't put one of these big ones in my mouth. My husband could probably do 4 or 5. So it doesn't hurt, but I'm going to get these in the refrigerator, and I'm going to drop all their shells into the marsh from whence they came. Feed the little fishes. And notice that it's very thick. You can sort of spread it, okay? So I've got some seasoning in here from my Cajun blend. In this hour, I'm going to watch this to make sure it is simmering. And I'm not going to add any more seasoning until that hour is up, and then taste it and see how anything's been emphasized or is more strong. Because you cannot take seasoning away, but you can add more slowly. You ain't in a hurry. Okay, it's just cooking. You'll eat when it's done. But because it's very thick and it's getting very condensed, I want to watch it on simmer. But so far, so good. Put my big glass lid on here and let it rock along and get my rice going. It's so good. So my rice is going, and I have added in 45 minutes half of my tomato juice, and you stir it up because you know it sinks to the bottom. This is a brilliant flavor. It's getting a little too thick again, so I'm going to pour in some more. It's a pint jar. But this flavor is good. It's not too spicy. Put a little Tabasco sauce in there, because why not? Got my shrimp cut in half and in the refrigerator. Things are happening here. Oh yeah. Alrighty then, it's time to get my shrimp in here. I've got it good and hot. Tasted fantastic. And then we'll check everything after this for seasoning and what it tastes like. Shrimp cook very quickly, and they should add some moisture to this. If I need more liquid, I'll actually add it in water this time, since I've done tomato juice, tomato paste, and my own tomato sauce. So I'll show you what it looks like when it cooks down in there. I ended up adding 1/2 cup of water, and my seasoning seems fantastic. So now I'm going to dish up a bowl, because this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh yeah, fresh shrimp. And this is how we choose to serve it, in a soup bowl with rice in 1/2, and then the shrimp Creole in the other. We do the same thing when we do a gumbo. So shrimp Creole, dead easy to do and very delicious. And you can stretch this also for a very large crowd. Just give people fewer shrimp. Cut them in half. They won't know the difference. I cut them in half just because it's easier, because our shrimp here are big. Shrimp Creole, get you some. Get your Creole on.